I will not be attending the paddle out for Clyde Aikau on June 26th. While the public is being told all are welcome, the reality is that I have been made to feel anything but welcome, particularly by his wife, Eleni Aikau. This is not easy to say, but the truth is I've lived through trauma connected to this family, not the Aikaus, but the spouse of Clyde. I was once a young mother, homeless, addicted, abused by the father of my children, and at my lowest point. When my son, Clyde's adopted son, was 2 months old, CPS took him from me permanently. My sister, who was friends with Eleni, offered up my Hawaiian child from a meth head. I was broken and the system swallowed me whole. I was even unsuccessful at suicide in the 90s, post giving him up. Years later, I fought my way back. I went to prison. I completed rehab. I rebuilt my life with accountability and grace. I returned to reconnect with all 3 of my children from that chapter in my life. But they didn't treat me like family. They treated me like a threat, even like a stranger, like an enemy. I've been stolen from, lied about, abused, and at times feared for my safety. Out of self-preservation, I've had to cut ties with 2 of my children. The only one I hope to reach was this son after that. The one Clyde adopted, the one I gave birth to, the one I eventually built a relationship with, as well as with Clyde. My sister in New York says we were the 3 musketeers. Every day of his life, and even after Clyde passed, Eleni continues to bring up who I was before I changed. Before sobriety, before healing, that's all he hears. And we've never met. In 32 years, we've only spoken on the phone and in text fewer times than I can count on one hand. We had a major blowout over the phone recently because even my mother, 93, confronted Eleni. This is not what Clyde wanted. No pilikia, he would say. No trouble anymore. Clyde's exact words to me were, stay close to Ha'a. But he also knew that there were these struggles, and he felt bad. Since I've been involved, my son has made real positive changes. Clyde saw that. He believed in redemption. He believed in healing. We became friends. I was the one in Vegas with them. But even now, Eleni has threatened to file a restraining order against me, keeping me from the very place Clyde and I built for our son, for him to pass in, so he could reconnect with his ohana there without the drama. Ask the DPP why that never happened. Ask the cemetery owner why he broke or breached the contract with Pops Aikau. Thank you. I hired an attorney for that, but I can't be seen as a problem and cause tension. I won't be considered a mother, and I've been a positive force in Ha'a's life. To those asking why I'm not there, it's not because I don't care. It's because my presence would cause more tension, obviously. And I refuse to let others twist my story again. I've already honored Clyde. Sorry, it's early in the morning. In my own way, through friendship, through forgiveness, through the Aloha Jigsaw Foundation, where he served as a board member and will remain in an honorable position. His legacy will live on. I'll make sure of that. He and I made peace before he passed, and I held his hands and looked into his eyes while he still knew it was me. I know this. And that's all I need to know. And yes, one day I will tell my story, the rest of it. Everything that happened during the pandemic, during my years living in Hawaii, it will all be in the fictionalized Wise Marie, Paradise of Darkness, Volume 2. To Clyde, may your soul rest in peace. Where the ocean sings, you can be with your family, your brother. To the public, thank you for hearing my truth, the truth, or my truth. I'm tired of being the ghost in the machine. And to the ones who tried to silence me, we know the truth. I forgive you. Sending love, even to those with hate. Aloha no. Have a beautiful day, as Clyde would say. Kimmy.